Hello, everyone. Sorry for doing it in this way, but
Something's wrong. I can't find something for my camera, so I can't do it like that. And I promised to do this today, so I figured I would. Uh, so Supernova happened couple of over the last couple of days. Yesterday was the last day, and yeah, it was very tiring for me because I had to go up to Sydney, come back down here every day. So yeah, that was on. So I only got like 3 or 4 hours sleep every night for the last few nights, and I just slept today. I just slept right in. I couldn't. I had to catch up on so much sleep. But anyway, I think I'll start off by discussing the event itself. The talent that was there, they all seemed really nice. They all seemed really enjoyable. I saw just about everyone that was there in one way or another. Uh, Mostly through sessions or seeing them before I went in to the sessions. Like in line, there was gaps you could hear what was going on in the entertainment area. I saw everyone just about except Rose McGowan. I don't know what she was like, but I assume she was just like everyone else, really enjoyable and everything. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, but the here let me get my criticism out of the way on right out of the hand. Okay, Friday I go up. I only have general admission ticket. I don't have didn't have enough money to get anything more expensive, like a VIP or anything like that. Okay, and by the way, from what I could tell, VIP only guaranteed you first dibs at just about everything, and being let into the thing an hour early or front row seating at events. I guess that sort of justifies most of the money that you're spending. But here's the thing: True Believer tickets. These guys, uh, I don't know if it was them or the management. Someone, either one of them, screwed this whole thing up. Friday was spent waiting in line to get my photos. Pretty much that was my day. Friday, I didn't get to see any Q&As. I didn't get to uh, really check out any shops. I didn't get anything. I couldn't leave the line to get anything to eat. So this was a really crappy day. But that being said, uh, they managed to right before 5, right about 5 o'clock. They said they're going to try and get us in to get our photos taken with John Barrowman, and they managed to do that. So I got my photo taken with John here. That was literally the only good thing that was done the entire day. That was ridiculous. It was so stupid. I was really disappointed with how this was handled, because literally we barely moved all day, and I was then taken out of line because I asked beforehand. I said, "Look, I want to get my photo taken with John, but there's a bunch of other photos I want taken as well." So they took me out of line to the other side where the VIP section is, where I thought, "Oh, I'm only going to be waiting in line a few minutes more, and then I'll be able to go and possibly see." I think I'd pretty much given up on most of my Q&As that day, but I might be able to get out of here and get home at a decent hour. No. Turns out no matter what I did, I was never going to get home at a decent hour. I was only ever going to get like about 5 hours sleep each night before having to get up at 3 the next day to get a train. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry, things just froze there. Alright, so Saturday. Slightly better handled. This was photo day. Like, literally, most of the day was spent with photos. So this was slightly better handled. Um, uh, I was told, I overheard someone say, like, only get here about 10 minutes beforehand and you can get in line. So my bad, I went and attended an IDW session with a couple of the guys from there. Don't ask me who they are, I can't really tell. They seem really nice, so I attended that. And that was really cool. I'm fairly intimate because not a lot of people were there. There was barely, like, no one was on mics or anything. It was like about 10 or 15 people. I got up to about 20 by the end. So then because my first photo was with, Ming Now Wen. Okay. So yeah, got that photo taken. Before that, she said she hasn't got any idea what's going to be happening for season 2 yet, but she's got some idea. She's. I'll talk about that when I get to Sunday when I get to attend her thing. Yeah. Then I got Manel Barnett. He was the last Q&A I got to, so I'll get to that as well later on. And I got my photo taken with Katie Cassidy from Arrow as well. So I got all the stuff, all the people that were in Arrow that came down. But yeah, I didn't get any autographs because I'm not really an autograph guy. I don't really. I prefer the photo. And to quote a certain person in the OC, to paraphrase, sorry, a photo is the modern day equivalent of an autograph. But so I got to see Stan Lee. He was pretty cool. But because he's like 91 or 92 now, he had to not only get the question told to him, but then he had to get right up close to whoever it was that the woman, the young lady that was like, had to then tell him what the question was right up close. And of course, not that didn't happen every time. I think there was a couple of times where that didn't happen, but he was having trouble overhearing everything. So, yeah, that happened. So this is, and the other thing is, like, every time I was attending one of the event, like one of these Q&As, right out, like right on the side was an extended line for all these people that were at general admission, or I guess some of them might have been true believers. Line right down the wall for like a good, oh god, I wouldn't be surprised if someone told me it was a kilometer. But it was like right along this wall. It was ridiculous. And he was charging $100 for a ticket. Okay. So for those of you who don't like who aren't, I'll give you an equivalency. Like $100 here might be $100 different everywhere. All right. Okay. I'm a single guy. I live on my own. I don't really entertain that much. But okay, if I were to entertain, if I was like that week or fortnight, I was having a party because I only shop every fortnight. I would have a fortnight, for those of you who don't know, is 2 weeks. Okay, if I were entertaining that week, I would have an extra, I don't know, $30 or $40 to spend on party supplies. So, yeah, like and that's a big week shopping. And planning a party as well. But this apartment doesn't really pertain to that. I had two people staying over here, and I was not entirely comfortable. Not with them. It's just like there was not a lot of room around here for that. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Stan was good. But like everyone, like clearly a lot of people were there just to see him, and I think just because it was going to probably be one of his last appearances at, well, at least his last appearance over here. But I gather, judging by what I heard and everything, it's probably going to be one of his last conventions, like ever. Uh, and yeah, I think they gouged everyone on that alone, because they were charging a phenomenal amount of money for those tickets, and I was looking at the faces of some of those people. I don't think they like not like it wasn't anything. What Stan Lee was great. It was the management of everything with him. Like apparently he was blowing it out first day. Apparently he was signing autographs like all day, and he was blowing them out. But like I saw him on my way out on Sunday, and he was coming to get it. This is what someone else I overheard on the train back was saying. He had to be told where to sign on the thing, and he was clearly like I could tell he was tired. He was exhausted. So yeah, don't, if you see Stan Lee on a thing, and you're a big huge Stan Lee fan, go and see him at least. Yeah. So as for the rest of the thing, I saw Michael Rosenbaum. He was great. I saw John Barrowman. He was entertaining as well. Like the two best people, I think, were Michael Rosenbaum, despite the fact that like not that many like comparing crowds. I think it was about roughly half the size of, well, a third of the size of the crowd that was at Michael Rosenbaum's was more people were at John Barrett. It's okay. Um, all the seats were filled, the bleachers and along the walls. And this is another thing that was mishandled. He was only up there for about 45 minutes, and he actually asked, "Was that an hour?" Because he must have thought he was going to be up there for an hour, because he wasn't. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Another person I didn't get to see, but I didn't really care about it. It was someone from Game of Thrones. Was out here, Jamie Lannister or something. The blonde guy that fucks his sister in the show. Anyway, apparently he had to cancel Sunday's appearance, so yeah, that was kind of disappointing. He was getting called back to his movie set. He obviously thought he could be out here, but he was got called back. Yeah, so that happened. Katie Cassidy was pretty entertaining. They gave pretty much away what's essentially going to happen. I'm not going to do that here because I hate spoilers, so yeah, I won't say anything about that. But most people had already seen season 2 of Arrow, so that wasn't spoilerific. Oh, by the way, if you think Katie Cassidy's as tall as me, she was wearing heels that had a feet like that. So, yeah, that. So yeah, she's a tiny thing. I could fit her in my pocket. But yeah, Ming Na Wen, she was great too. She did a couple of takes of the Cavalry, Agent May, and she even like when someone asked, "Are we going to find out the backstory of the Cavalry?" She got right in the mind and said, "Don't call me that." It's really cool. My she She was really cool. A lot of people asked her about Milan as well. Not Milan Jeff Dick. Mulan. She was the voice of Mulan, I think, in that. Yeah. So that was cool. All right. I think I'm up to. I'll talk about Mano Bennett. Even though that was the last thing I attended, but before that I attended the Star Trek Continues thing. But I'll talk about that last. Mano Bennett, I actually got to ask a question, and this was not his fault. I said thank you for making Deathstroke both badass and Australian at the same time. I was going to say a little bit more, but I didn't. I was going to ask him about the dialogue sort of thing. Why he wasn't able to inject some of that into it, but the guy, he obviously wanted to get as many questions asked as possible, so he bumped me off. So I probably should have just asked the question. It was the first time I'd been asked to do that. So yeah, he said, "Oh, he's gonna." He started. So Mano started talking after I said that comment. So I got bumped off, and then I didn't get to ask the question. But I didn't get to ask any. I had my hand up for just about everyone except for Stan. Well, it was a lot of good questions. Yeah, but so this was not cool. A lot of the organization of this day was ridiculous. So my advice to those who go, make sure if you want to get your photos and all that taken, get to Supanova as early as you can. Do not wait. Get there like depending on when it is. Probably get there Thursday and get in line very early. Like if it's the same deal, Friday starts at 1. Get there at like 6 to get in line, because there's no way you're gonna. I showed up like 2 hours early and the place was already packed. So I imagine like get there. I'm being ridiculous, but I'm probably not exaggerating that much. Alright. Star Trek Continues. I got to go to the world premiere of this. Yeah, no big deal. So I was one of the first people to see Mirror Mirror, the Mirror Mirror sequel that they did. It's like the Enterprise episode in the Mirror Darkly. It was really great. Probably the best. I haven't been able to sit through one of their episodes yet, but that's mainly because I hadn't really watched much original series at this point. Now I'd probably be more interested in those other episodes that they did. But this is takes place directly after Mirror Mirror. In the Mirror universe, picks up and shows what happened, what Spock did after that, and he sort of gets his hand forced to act straight away. It's been a while since I saw Mirror Mirror, so I hadn't seen it. Right before this, if I'd seen it, I would have noticed all the connections and everything. But I don't want to give too much of the plot away because it's only just going up today. It was really great. It was cool seeing the majority of the cast. Unfortunately, the guy that plays Spock wasn't there, but just about everyone else was there. And this was a really great episode. Very, very dark. I wasn't expecting them to go this dark with it. I think it's probably one of the darkest things I've seen in a while. It's probably if this was season 4 of Star Trek, I'd say it's probably the darkest thing I've seen in that original series thing, which it is supposed to be. So and it was really well handled. I think it's some of the those writers that write the new movies wish they could write this good. Literally, it was that good. none of the like. There's no amateur writing in this thing at all. We get yeah. He talked about there's a special guest appearance in it. I won't say. I'll say who it is. But like one of the guys that was in the original episode in the Mirror Darkly makes a cameo in this. He's an alien on the planet that they anyway that they talk about that they talk to. At least Spock does. He's in it, and he also played the part of the Gorn in Arena, which is an episode I'm going to be seeing soon. For those of you who are also subscribed to the Superhero Enthusiast and are fans of the time of any time that I show up and talk about Star Trek with him, yeah, you're gonna see more of that. Next thing we're probably going to be talking about is the first season of the original series. So, yeah, I'm hoping though eventually, like after more than like 3 episodes of this Star Trek Continues thing is done, we can talk more. Him and I can talk about Star Trek Continues because I got to watch some of this once I get done with the original series, and I can fully appreciate everything that they're doing. Yeah. But this was really good. Everyone was nice. They were feel free to. They were asked to. We asked questions, and they answered them all really well. These guys were very entertaining. Like as I said, none of the celebrities or stars or cast of the thing. It was the way it was managed was really badly done. I honestly think there should be. There was like one big table. There was about like 10 people serving people all at once. They needed another table. They needed another one of these big tables to serve people that just probably wanted photos or just wanted autographs. One or the other, not both. And they might have been able to then go, well, we've done all that. Now we can serve the other bunch of people that want their stuff. But yeah, there were people queued up there longer than I was. There were people queued up every day. Like I walked past Saturday, there was people queued up just as long, and looked like it was moving just as slow. So I was like, oh, thank God, I got all my okay. Thank God I can just go and get my photos done today. So yeah, the event was solidly mismanaged. I even heard someone talking about like he didn't care if they brought out Robert Downey Jr. He wouldn't come next year, just in principle. Not entirely that I believe that, but yeah. Anyway, so hopefully I find my memory card for this camera, because otherwise I gotta buy a new camera. I have no idea where I put it. Like, I've been that tired, I don't even remember taking it out of here, and yeah. So, yeah, but, more stuff coming up, guys. I did film some stuff. I did film an update video, and I did say I would do another one. Yeah, so guys, just a quick announcement. Next month, all being well, we will be doing the first CFG live show, and it will be on this channel. There will be a video at the beginning of next month where I will ask for questions for that, and part of the show will be a Q&A section, and that will be the first handle. But basically, we're going to talk about all the news coming out of Comic-Con and how we feel about that, or like the news that we're interested in, and yeah, so yeah, that will be happening. So there will be a video out with specifically for those. So if you want to ask those questions of me, Steve, or Superhero Enthusiast, feel free. Alex is actually doing a Q&A video. I've already dropped in a few questions. I'm going to probably drop in one or two more. So, yeah, sorry, I'm still exhausted, guys. I am really tired. I'll probably just literally finish this video. I'm not going to do any fancy intro for it or anything. I'm just going to upload it because I am buggered.